If you rest 1 to 3 minutes, that's the most optimal time for muscle gain and strength. Resting less than a minute is for people who care about being time efficient or simply who don't train hard enough and don't need to rest.
How much rest period do you need? If I wanted to answer this as quickly as possible, I'd say exactly what she said. Probably between about a minute to 3 minutes. However, if you've been training for a year or 2 or 3 and you want to go a little bit more advanced, I've answered this question before on my Instagram. If you're new here, feel free to drop me a follow. I try to make health and fitness advice as simple, straightforward and accessible as possible. So how long should you rest? Realistically, ask yourself these 3 things. Number 1, how does your heart feel? Is your heart still beating out of your chest? If yes, probably have a longer rest. Number 2, how does sort of your core and your lower back feel? Do you feel like the core might fatigue before your legs do if you're doing something like squats or deadlifts? And the third and final one is, how is your breathing? Are you still breathing like this? Or are you able to hold a good conversation? When you've answered those 3 things, you can ask yourself, do I feel ready to actually go and do these lifts? Yes or no? If you're doing heavy deadlifts, 8 reps, heavy deadlifts, pushing yourself hard, you might need more of a 5-minute rest for your lower back and your core to completely recover. Equally, if you're doing something like calf raises, you might literally only need a 30-second rest. So how long do you need to rest? Depends.